Morning, everybody. It's day 3 of the future playground for the miraculous. And today I want to talk about unleashing genius and mastery, which I think are our superpowers to transcend this world into something spectacularly, wondrously new, exciting. So let me just say first that superpowers, everybody's got them, even if you don't think that you do, you do. I've not yet found a single person that I have worked with or talked with or been with in any way who hasn't had something extraordinary inside them, just itching to get out, to be unleashed, to be gifted to the world. And what's in there, like you might think, oh, well, everybody does that, or oh, I can't say that because they'll think I'm big-headed or I'm crazy. But no, no, we need you to bring these superpowers to the world now. We need you to shine, to be glorious, to be spectacular. You can do it quietly if you want, but you still got to give it. So I spent some time about, I think it was back in 2012, 2013. For about 3-4 years, I really focused on genius. I really played with it with other people. I researched it. I wrote about it. I did courses on it. And there's a couple of things I want to talk about genius. So one is there's an inherent innate genius already inside you. It's always been there. It's the things you love. It's the things you do instinctively. It's what you do really well without effort. That's your genius. And then there's the genius that's waiting in the air around us, the ideas, the innovations, the possibilities. It's like they're wisps of dreams floating around in the air around us. And what you want to do is you want to bring forth your innate instinctive genius, the things you love and are really super passionate about, that you do wondrously. Then you want to merge it with the genius that's the dreams, the whispers that are floating around the air, the possibilities of us. You want to bring those together and gift them to the world. And when I say bring them together, it's like the love, the desire, the passion, the ability exists within you. And out here is the idea that pops. Now, people would say, well, don't I get ideas myself? Well, have you ever just stood in the shower and you're just kind of asking yourself a question about something and boom, there it is, out of nowhere. It's not something you ever considered before. It's like a little letter dropped in from the universe, a little wisp of an idea, a dream, and you come to life with it, and that's the kind of merging. It also happens when you write, when you paint, when you take a photograph. You're bringing your innate ability, your innate genius orientation to something external, and you merge those two. And what happens is that's where you get spectacular paintings that move you, that are breathtaking. You get writing that's deep and stirring, and photographs that like capture something brilliant in the landscape, in the people, in the moments that you photograph. There's an extraordinary thing that happens here when you do that. It's like you're merging the awesome power, mystery, wonder, awe of life with your own genius. And that's this merging that I'm talking about. So sometimes it comes in the form of ideas, and sometimes it comes in the form of a kind of thrumming life power, an energy, a power that comes with what you're doing as you're writing, you're painting, you're dancing, you're singing, you're, whatever you're doing. And that's what I call unleashing genius, where you meet it with great passion, with great fervor, and you gift your genius to the world while dancing with this mystical force, if you will, that gives us that stirring momentum, movement, moments of becoming and breathtakingness that are just spectacular. Now, how does that compare to mastery? Well, it's interesting. I see them slightly different, and although some people could say they're the same, but mastery isn't something that I'm going to talk about it as it's not something that you learn. Um, when they talk about someone becomes a master musician, they've practiced the art, they've done all the study, they've fixed their vocals, they've learned the skill on the instrument. And that's one level of mastery with a kind of small m, but I'm talking about capital M mastery. I'm talking about our ability to transform and transcend the world and the universe into whole new spaces of becoming, to work with other people and have them gloriously unfold in front of your eyes, to become who they've always meant to become more than they were ever going to become. And each person seems to have their own unique, and I'm going to say mastery, but I'm going to include in that a kind of plural version, because I think when I run into people like that, they tend to have more than one mastery cooking. And oh my God, I want to live in a world where we seek and we celebrate and we recognize and we call forth everyone's genius and mastery and innovation and the ability to transform, transcend. Oh my God, imagine a world like that. That's who we can be now. So when you're bringing forth your mastery, it's a natural instinctive thing. I don't think mastery that I'm talking about is something that you learn. So for example, I remember asking someone once who'd been well trained in one of the healing modalities and was having a bit of struggle about it. She was feeling like she was stuck in her healing ability. And I said to her, have you ever done anything that's had a miraculous outcome? And she said, yes. And I said, if you look back to when you did that, did you follow some script? Did you remember some technique? Did you do something somebody else taught you to do? And she said, no, I didn't. And I said, what did you do? She said, I don't know. I just did something. Like it was just there. I just followed what felt right and I did something and it was spectacular for this person. And I said, yes, that's the miraculous. That's mastery unfolding. It's not something we've been trained to. It's something innate and instinctive in us that when we allow ourselves to, that mastery just surges forth and brings a life power to the world that is just breathtaking. So in a way, the mastery, when I talked about merging the genius with the mystical force, the mastery is a little bit of that mystical force living in you and the ability to evoke that. I guess that's what I would say. So perhaps the mystical force comes to dwell in us. and then we burst forth this magnificent, unique, masterful art of transformation, transcendence, ascendance, whatever you want to call it. The ability to move, to create momentum, to stir breakthroughs that are extraordinary for the world. So let's just have a play with that for a moment, shall we? Okay, so here we go. I want you to just take a deep breath and think of something you absolutely love. It can be anything. It can be a pet that you love. It can be a child that you love. It can be swimming in the beach in the sunshine with sparkling turquoise waters. It can be standing under the stars at night. It can be walking in nature and breathing in that beautiful, spectacular, lush greenness. It could be smelling a rose or eating chocolate. Whatever lights you up from the inside out. So just think about that now. It's like, there's something bursts forth in you and it just like it rises up in you and you can't help but feel the vibe in your hands and the ecstaticness in your face, and a smile bursts forth and something goes pop and opens up in you. Okay, so now there you are, and you're in that experience of something you really, really, really love. Now, I want you to feel that mystical force dancing in you. I want you to think of like something you care about and want to see move in the world. And then I want you to let that mystical force wind through you in an innate, instinctive way and just burst forth and bring its wonder, its magic, its momentum into the world. Yeah. For me, what rose up is something that's very innate in me as a kind of mastery. And I was talking about this on one of our Miraculous Maestros calls on Monday, and I called it the magnificent gaze of greatness. The ability to be with someone else, to see them, to witness them with in such a revelatory experience that you are moved to tears by their brilliance, their beauty, their magnificence, their greatness, and they become it. How fabulous is that? So you can feel that we were all doing that individually. Now, if you want to try that just now, doing that with all of us around the world, unleashing our mastery and gifting the world an uplift, an upgrade, an up level today. Yes, powerful, beautiful, brilliant. It's got much more strength. You can see what I talked about yesterday, collective collaboration, that kaleidoscopic merging of our masteries, our genius, our brilliance, our ideas, our innovations just come and swirl together and then go out as a gift to elevate and uplift the world. So there you go, some practice in unleashing genius and bringing your mastery to the world in an innate, instinctive, wondrous way. Hope you enjoyed that. Can't wait to see you on the calls on Sunday where we'll play some more with all of this. Lots of love, everybody. Have a magical day.